Welcome to the Embracing Your Unlimited Possibilities podcast, the podcast that will rock your world. I am Carol A Briney, and I am honored and humbled to be your host on this journey. It is my passion to help you to hear and follow your inner guidance so that you can live the life of your dreams. This podcast asks the question, do you remember who you were before everyone told you who you should be? I am here to remind you of your intimate connection to Source. You, my friend, are a divine being, having a human experience here on Earth, not the other way around. And just in case you cannot see the divine in yourself, I will be here to hold that vision for you until you can see it too. Joyous greetings and welcome to the Embracing Your Unlimited Possibilities podcast. I am your host, Carol A Briney, and I am thrilled to be here with you as we walk down our path of never-ending joyous expansion together. Okay, as usual, just a little bit of housekeeping. Thank you to each and every one of you who has listened to this podcast and shared this podcast, subscribed to the RSS feed, and rated and reviewed this podcast. I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate your being here with me and allowing me to be part of your life. Today, we are going to talk about it's time to stop waiting for other people to change so that you can be happy and feel good. True confession time. This is another idea that I used to struggle with almost hourly. I believed with all my heart that other people had the power to upset me, to make me angry, and to make me crazy. I believed that if other people would only change how they acted, I would feel better. What a way to live. In almost constant judgment and disappointment. Yes, I let other people's words and actions rule how I felt and in turn how I acted. How does this sound to you? Do you see yourself doing the same thing? I used to think I need for you to be different so that I can be happy. Isn't that a bit crazy? Isn't that what you're saying when you act this way? And when it's stated that way, that I need you to be different so I can be happy, doesn't it sound crazy? Now, I ask you, how is living like this working out for you? I know I used to get angry, upset, and depressed when people did not act the way I thought they should. I also would get my underwear in a bunch simply because people were not living as I believed they should live. It took a lot of study and me hearing about 100,000 times that I have no control over anyone but myself to finally understand that I can't fix anyone. I can't control how they think or act, and I can't get angry enough, sick enough, or upset enough to make one bit of difference in someone else's life. What I can do is control myself. I can choose my actions, I can choose my thoughts, and I can choose to act instead of reacting. I can choose to act with love, or I can choose to act with fear. But I can choose. It's my choice. And guess what? It's your choice too. You get to choose how you feel in every situation. I can let other people rule my life, or I can choose my own thoughts and rule my own life. What's important here is that you remember that you can't give away what you don't already own. You can't give light and love or peace and understanding if you don't feel that way inside. I have heard many people in the last few years ranting and raving over things that they couldn't control. And these so-called righteous people get so angry and upset because of something some political person said or did, or they get upset because a group of people did something that they find unspeakable, so they get angry and depressed, and they call people evil names, and they start living in fear and depression, and they're unhappy, and the downward spiral goes on. I ask you, aren't you letting the other side win when you start saying and thinking or typing on social media the mean and hateful things? Aren't you stooping right down to the level of the people you say you can't stand? The level that you believe was so wrong? The truth is, mean and hateful words are still mean and hateful words, no matter how righteous you think that you are. Thinking, saying, and writing mean and hateful things causes you to become just like the person or people you are demeaning. In the Bible, Jesus said, "Turn the other cheek." When the town was up in arms about Mary Magdalene, Jesus said, "May he or she without sin cast the first stone." Are you without sin? We did not come to this planet to judge other people, nor did we come to control them. In fact, I believe that all of the human qualities that we have given to the source of this great and wondrous world are a huge problem and a big reason why people feel they must act and make other people toe the line and do it their way. Yes, I will be the first person to tell you that some people take things too far, but I believe that starts when they were taught it has to be one particular way. If you don't do it their way, you are wrong and you will be punished. Man, woman, we gave the loving source of this great and glorious universe all of the mean and hateful qualities that we have. We gave the glorious source of this universe all the judgment that we feel towards others. I love the quote by Voltaire. God created man, and man has been trying to repay the favor ever since. The creator of this universe is made from love, and only love, no matter how much man has wanted to teach it a different way. Since we were all made from the Creator's image and likeness, it stands to reason that we are all made from love too. So isn't it time you allow yourself to feel the love that you were made from? Allow yourself to see love and see the good things that people do. Allow people to be who they believe they are. Learn to celebrate the differences in all of us, and also allow yourself to see how very alike we all are. Down deep inside, we all just want to be right and we want to be loved. Anger, hate, and fear is still anger, hate, and fear, whether you are spouting it or I am. And anger, hate, and fear is never the way to a peaceful and loving world. The universe has an ebb and flow about it, and the more spiritual you become, you can allow things to happen instead of trying to control them and fix others. Your loving thoughts, words, and actions are what will indeed change this world. Visualize what you want to see in the world. Spend time in loving thoughts, use loving words, and take loving actions. When you are full of love and kindness inside, you will attract more love and kindness from the world. And this, my marvelous, magnificent, and magical friend, is the way to create more love and kindness in our world. Stop fretting and fussing about how things are and start visualizing how you want them to be. Visualize even better than you could ever imagine, and allow the source of this great and glorious universe to do its part. Remember, you are a divine being having a human experience. You are more loved, guided, protected, and prospered than you could ever imagine. So go ahead, look for the good, the God, if you will, in all of life, in everybody, in every human being. It is all around you. All you have to do is allow yourself to let it in. And this attitude, this belief, the belief in love, the belief in kindness, the belief in compassion for each and every human being on this earth is what will change this world. And so, my beautiful, magnificent, and magical friend, until next time. It's time to say so long for another day. Remember, you, my friend, are an awesome, wonderful, delightful, caring, fabulous, beautiful, giving, superfine, divine being here on this planet to enjoy your ever-expanding possibilities. Follow your bliss, allow your light to shine, and by doing so, you are automatically giving your best to the world. So until next time, when we will be discussing your unlimited possibilities, namaste.